everyone, it's your girl Jay, and welcome to Weekly Roundup, a show where I talk about the hottest topics in K-pop for today. So let's get started with one of the most highly requested stories from last week, a situation going on with FX's Amber. So last week, Amber had Miyus everywhere worried due to a post she uploaded to her Instagram. The post in question contained a completely black image accompanied by a caption that read, "I've given my everything. I've tried to work things out. Whether it be the creative or business, I've been doing everything myself for years so I can keep myself afloat. But in the end, I'm continuously neglected, hurt, and taken advantage of. I've been patient. The fans have been extremely patient, and I can't take it anymore just sitting around waiting and being constantly rejected and given false hope. I'm so tired mentally and physically, and this is where I draw the line. No more." So yes, that's a lot. First of all, I don't know about y'all, but the first thing I thought of when I read this is the fact that some whiles back, Henry did a similar thing where he took to Instagram and expressed how their company SM is not giving him support and all he has is his fans. So like definitely I was like, okay, something's going on here. Now what was interesting to me is that initially I thought this post was about FX, like maybe SM's being shady and they're not actually trying to give FX a comeback. So this is what she was talking about. But then like I kind of noticed and honed in on the fact that in the beginning of the post, she refers to herself. So I'm like, oh, this is more of, you know, a situation where she feels like her solo ventures aren't getting proper support. She had a couple releases last year, but I remember really vividly in 2015, like she was mad poppin'. Like she had Real Men, she hosted SNL, she had her comeback. So comparing that year to last year, it's kind of like, you know, she did do singles, but they were all very small projects, more or less. So overall, I feel like it's safe to say this post is complaining about lack of support she gets as a solo artist. Now, there are a lot of people who were actually criticizing her that I saw, which I was really surprised about. SM's known for having 7-year contracts. So due to the fact that FX debuted in 2009, last year would have been the year that they needed to either resign or leave the company. So I saw a lot of people saying, well, if you felt like you weren't getting the proper support from SM, why would you resign? And it just made me think about how like being in a group that's been around for a long time is probably one of the most confusing and hardest things. Because the thing is, if she left SM, if she decided, okay, you guys aren't giving me the proper solo support, I'm leaving, she just single-handedly shot the chance of FX coming back as a group. And of course, she definitely loves FX, so I don't think she would do that. But you also don't want to be, you know, the one who ruined the group or ended the group. I mean, yes, they already lost Sully back in 2015, but they kind of rebuilt and rebranded themselves with Four Walls as, you know, the strong 4-member group. So if she were to leave now, I feel like that would kind of be like the nail in the coffin and the end of the group. But at the same time, they've been around long enough that like, I don't want to say that FX is not their priority, but it's kind of like that in the sense that right now they did the girl group thing, they did the FX thing, and they're very much still FX, but this is a point in their career where they're trying to carve out like individual careers. You can't really do the group thing forever, at least not consistently. But I don't think it's fair to have a situation where, yes, when they're doing FX activities, she's live and moving around and promoting, but then there's nothing for her when it's not FX related. So I just really, really hope that SM gives Amber the support that she's looking for. I mean, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, well, the reason why SM doesn't back her is because she's not profitable. But in my opinion, if you're gonna have an idol just there signed under your label, why wouldn't you try the best to find their niche, find wherever their fan base is, find their strength and stride to, well, for lack of a better word, squeeze some money out of them. I feel like that's more business savvy than just letting her sit there because you're too scared to gamble on whatever she has to offer. So overall, you know, Amber, good luck, and moving on. So some of you may not know, but KCON is a convention that brings K-pop performances and idols all over the world. And last weekend on March 17th and 18th, KCON was held in Mexico for the very first time, but it did not go down without some drama. So the issue at hand surrounded SM group NCT and ARMY, the fan club of boy group BTS. So basically how it went down is that during NCT's performance, right before they performed the last song, they announced that they would be performing their last song and the lights dimmed, and as they were getting ready to perform their last song, all of a sudden the crowd starts chanting BTS. So video of this situation starts spreading online like wildfire because obviously a lot of people saw it as rude. Why would you be chanting BTS, who already had gone on prior that night? People saw it as ARMY being rude, you know, being disrespectful. A lot of people felt bad for NCT because as the, you know, this is their first KCON and they're rookies. So how terrible would it be to have people chanting, you know, a bigger group while you're trying to perform? And it really just turned into like this complete mess. The Mexican ARMY took to social media to explain their side of the story, how things really went down, and to apologize for those who were offended, especially NCT. At BTS Mexico AL provided an explanation in both Spanish and English, which read, "A lot of people are angry due to BTS fans chanting BTS, BTS before the last stage of NCT during KCON. What really happened? A lot of us really got confused because almost at the end of NCT's stage, they were saying goodbye. We didn't have Spanish or English subs on the screen of the venue, so we really didn't understand much except for things they said in Spanish and English. So a lot of fans couldn't catch the true meaning of their words and the fact that they said they were going to perform Limitless. We thought that the performance was over and that it was the turn of all artists to come on stage and say goodbye to their audience. Since BTS was the first group to perform and not the last, like all of the ARMY fandom thought they'd be, we were really confused because everything happened so fast. I do dare to say we were overexcited and we really wanted to see BTS again since their stage ended so quickly. It really was all a misunderstanding on our side. We definitely were trying to be disrespectful to NCT, and I do believe I talk on behalf of almost everyone when I say we completely loved NCT's stages. It was really an accident, and we really did feel ashamed about it when we realized our mistake. We would like to apologize to all NCT fans and of course NCT. We know that we don't have a high possibility to make our apology reach NCT, but we'd really like to offer our sincere apology." So it seems like the whole thing, it wasn't done out of disrespect like most people assumed. I really hope that NCT didn't hear it because I'm sure it would be awkward and just like self-esteem lowering to hear somebody chant somebody else's name. But I feel like it's fair to take into consideration that it was indeed an accident. Moving on. So for the last story of the day, we are talking about the homies 6BOMB. So 6BOMB is a girl group that some of you might remember from when they made waves last year when they revealed their pink latex sausage onesie suit thingies. I don't know. Well, they are back at it again with an even crazier concept, plastic surgery. So when I first heard that they were doing like a plastic surgery concept, I was like hyped because I was like, yes, I thought they were about to come up here and make like a social commentary about how, you know, societal standards make you pressured to try to achieve these unattainable beauty goals and people turn to plastic surgery when they don't really need it and they should learn to love themselves. But your girl 6BOMB was like, I'm gonna do you something different. They just got plastic surgery. That's the ta-da. And it was reported that they spent over 100 million won doing so. So like, not even to be like dramatic or whatever, but like they low-key had like a cute little concept, like a story. Because basically a while back, they released a music video for a song called Becoming Pretty Before. In the music video, it showed them barefaced and with makeup, but most importantly, it showed the girls getting consultations for plastic surgery. But most recently, they came out with part 2 of this saga, Becoming Pretty After, where it shows the girls with their new plastic surgery. Now, I don't care if you have plastic surgery. If you wanted it for your confidence, like, go you. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, don't go too far though, because sometimes, you know, people get trapped in the cycle of plastic surgery and they're never happy. But if you think you just need to tweak this and that and it'll make you happier, by all means. But it's just scary that this was used for a concept. Like, it's just taken so lightly, and I guess I'm not really used to that. But at the same time, I felt really bad for them because I went on both of the videos, and those videos are down like y'all did not play with that dislike button. Y'all were like, no. And there's a lot of criticism in the comment sections, obviously. One stood out in particular to me because if you actually watch the music video for Becoming Pretty After, it's very cheap. Like, the whole gimmick, I guess, is the fact that they got plastic surgery, but other than that, it's pretty cheap looking video. So a lot of people were like, well, rather than spending that 100 million won on the plastic surgery, you could have spent it on the outfits, the music video. And I feel like that's true, but here's the thing, like, I've been thinking about this. Six Bomb is somebody's girl's generation. And by that, I mean, hold on, so once. Don't drag me just yet. Just like maybe Six Bomb aspires to be as well known as Girls' Generation, probably, I'm just assuming because they're very famous. There's probably a group that is struggling so much, they probably just wish they were as well known as Six Bomb. Because you have to admit, like, a lot of y'all, including myself, you know, aside from the pink sausage suits, literally know who Six Bomb is because of this plastic surgery story. So, like, as much as you don't want to promote doing something this drastic just to get attention, we're giving them attention. And yes, they could have spent it on the music video or the clothes or the songs, but think about how many girl groups and boy groups with good music videos, clothes, songs, who none of us care about because they just can't get their name out there. I don't want to bring hate towards them. I don't want to hate them on the concept because, like, the song was decent or whatever. The way society and the industry is set up, you have to do crazy, drastic things like this to get attention. Unless you have a situation where you're from the big three or whatever, or you have like some type of miracle like Hani's fan cam, where their company's desperation for attention is just a product of how the industry is just like not fair, but then they get all the hate for trying to like play the game essentially. So yeah, all in all, you know, it's sad that they had to go this far. I really hope they're happy with their new faces. I mean, that's the least I can hope at this point. But as always, guys, that's my opinion, and I want to know yours. How do you feel about Amber's Instagram message? Do you think SM is mistreating her, or this is how business works? What do you think about the NCT ARMY situation? Oh my God, do you think NCT heard the chants? And last but not least, what do you think about Six Bomb's plastic surgery concept? Do you think they went too far, or do you admire their struggle and hustle to get their name out there? Let me know down below, and as always, guys, if you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you love the video, make sure to share the video. Also, for those of you who have been requesting for me to talk about Produce 101 Season 2 topics, I will actually be doing a series just centered around Produce 101. It'll be super fun. The first episode will be coming out shortly, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It will cover drama, rankings, and when the show starts, performances, and all that. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. See you next time. Bye.